Sure.
Thank you for holding out all this time in this meeting. I wanted to thank you for that. And I wanted to ask council to help me,
Okay,
right?
all right.
I am chief executive. It's my responsibility to find a balance, right? Between services, residents, services, employees, services, expenditures, services, employees, residents. I would ask for your help in helping me do that. Understand that the legislation in front of you has all been looked at by the fiscal auditors. All of the expenditures are within the appropriations passed. And there's monies left over in that particular line item of appropriations. As part of my responsibility in finding that balance, it's my responsibility to get the officers, to get the fire, total safety forces, the necessary equipment to do their jobs, to provide you services. I gotta find that balance, right? We need new cars. You've seen the cars. Some of you may have even been in the cars, right? I gotta strike that balance. I gotta help them help us, so to speak. Service department, parks and recreation, I gotta take care of all of that. Economic development, I gotta find that balance. So I'm asking you to help me find that balance and to trust my leadership as I am the executive director. Again, fiscal auditors have looked at all these expenses, right? They're all within the approved and passed budget, right? In that line item, and there's still excess left. Thanks, Officer.
Okay,
You can go. I just wanted to thank you
what I need
and let you know that I'm trying to
to
find
know
that
from
balance.
you, because it's gonna weigh on how I vote. What is the plan to get this truck that we talked about 4 or 5 days ago, to not put coal pet, but to fix these holes, to fix these streets, based on the list that we got about a week or two ago?
Excellent topic.
Okay,
Couldn't thank you more for bringing it up.
thank you.
Right?
Right.
So, as you are well aware, it was a street Garfield.
Right.
Garfield was redone in it was 22,000. We were on council.
Okay.
It's 22,000. So we're not looking at redoing
No.
streets.
It's
We're
too
looking at
expensive.
patching
Right.
at some point.
We're patching it with that machine so the coal pack comes out.
So, and I want the residents to hear this.
Listen, guys.
We've never stopped patching the potholes. We haven't stopped. We've been patching them year round, just trying to be strategic and as mindful as we can of the resources that we have, so that we just don't put them down and come back up the next. You always know the winter is a tricky time putting down cold patch because of the free thaw cycle, and then the material comes right back up, right? So we have continually patched potholes. Shaw Carters. I got a classmate working with him right now to donate a couple thousand tons of hot patch, which is the great material that you're talking about. So if
What about that machine that you talked about?
right, so what this will allow is for us to then look at getting that machine around. It's my understanding that machine works. We just don't have a trailer to move it around.
That's what he's talking about,
So-
is the trailer.
So, with this donation, and let's hope that it comes all the way through. Look, it's looking good. We can use the money that we're saving to rent the equipment to move it around,
Okay.
right? 'Cause
I make that
gonna
suggestion,
be,
right?
that's gonna be the most cost-effective
The
way.
trailer, right? Rent your trailer,
Rent the
right?
trailer to move it around and get this material down on the ground. So tentatively, as a schedule, we're looking at 2 days a week, patching potholes, filling those. 2 days a week, cutting grass, right? And as you remember, in the legislation, there's some new lawn equipment and there's some repair of some other lawn equipment. And then a 1 day of dedicated to city cleanup.
Now, what is that
those
stuff
are-
called again? It's not
It's
called
called hot patch.
hot patch.
So just a tidbit of information. The cold patch is primarily for the cold weathers.
Okay.
And then the hot patch is primarily
For
the spring, summer.
and that will last. Well, the cars can't
It
kick it
lasts a
out.
little bit longer. It's a little time consuming putting down, but it is the guy told me it costs half as much and lasts twice as long, is what he said. So that's what we're looking at. So you asked me for a list. So we have the streets. We identify the streets. Now, priority.
Yes, the priority.
Priority changes from day to day, as you know, right? We do have priorities and places that we're going to start to do them, but as you know, pothole could just pop up tomorrow, and then all of a sudden that moves up to the top of the list. So we do have a list. We have identified numerous potholes, and certainly if you have potholes that you think we may have missed, right? Shoot us an email, give us a call. We'll get it on the list.
This is the last comment. Go ahead, Barbara.
I'm asking, you haven't addressed the polls.
Oh yeah, I
That
forgot
way-
about the polls.
Wait a minute,
yeah.
just a minute.
All right.
Not only that, we were supposed to have brought some poles last year or year before last. Okay, last year. We bought the poles. Ironically, they disappeared. Or and I got a couple that are really down. They just knocked one down over on Lockwood. And they knocked one down around the corner on Speedway Overlook. There is no lights over there. And, pardon? Allendale. Okay, that's my only person. But what I am saying is that I appreciate the fact that you're asking for the council's help. And I don't mind you enlisting the help of the council. But if you got a list of streets, every council person up here should have that list of streets. To go over it and modify that list to include them. Why should a person have to call up there and tell you what to put on there? That's number one. Number two, like anything else, Mayor, you sat on this council, and there was a lot of things that was not brought to this council. And to me, you should be more proactive than any other council person here, because you have not been privy to be blamed for anything except when you were sitting here. You did not get the information, but I'm saying to you, if you're asking us for our help, then you should give us all the equipment that we need to help you. Help us help you. Don't come up here asking for it now, and we didn't even know where the cars was. Don't tell me something else about what you need, and you got a whole legislative body up here that controls the purse strings. And if you do right by us, we'll give it to you. But you don't do right by us, and you sit up here and try to tell us what's going on, and your law director sits up there and say, well, the finance director said he would think this is this and this is that.